Hey guys, this marks the end of week 21 on the account, and we are doing a fair bit better than we were this time last week. We went 2-1 in Grand Arena, although I would argue the second win was kind of luck. We went in, killed a single character, got 11 points overall for that attack. They made a token attack for 10, so kind of lucked out on that one. Still getting matched up with people that are more than twice my GP though, so I still think I'm doing alright in that respect. We got a couple of good raids in and a credit heist, which gave me a lot more capital to do stuff with characters, because I'm still in a stage where I'm sinking a lot of the credits from the raids into just gold to level people up. And it paid off. We got CLS to 85, we got Threepio and Chewie to 70, and we got Wampa to 85. And as you can see in the farming situation, Mon Mothma is now 7 stars, so she's off this list. Sanastaros is also 7 stars, so she's off this list, which brings in Darth Talon. Now, once I have the Star Killer requirements all 7 starred, we're moving on to Ewoks for Chewie, or for C-3PO, I think. Still not 100% on that one, but that seems like the logical next step. Which will mean putting Nisa in on the hard node, which I should probably do now. Just in terms of how long it's going to take, because she's not accelerated. I am thinking we need to put... Oh, she's 5 stars already. Awesome. I'm thinking we need to still put her on the to farm list. And maybe... Well, we might get by on what we have, but I would prefer to have Wicket than Scout, even though my Scout has enough to probably jump all the way to at least 5 stars right now. No, hang on, 330 is 7. He's good to go. We could Ewok Scout to 7 stars today if we really wanted to. So I guess I still want Wicket. He's just a better character. But I think it might be worth trying that event with the Scout, depending on how long it takes to put Wicket on. But yeah, that's kind of where we've been sitting. In terms of ships, we have the Millennium Falcon almost caught up with everybody else. Everything else is kind of going alright. Razor Crest is always 6 stars. So is the Imperial TIE Bomber. Once the TIE Bomber 6 stars, we can attempt the last stage of the Tarkin event to hopefully start getting a few more resources from that. So we're doing okay. My biggest sort of complaint is that the Lightspeed bundles have taken a significant bit of wind out of our sails. I'm sort of a believer in just sort of farm who you want, and we were kind of put as a free to play or low spend player, we were kind of shoehorned into a position where you can spend a tiny bit of money for a huge boost, but it may not be characters you actually care about. And that's kind of why I ended up not getting them in the end. Which for the moment sucks, because I step into Arena, I step into Grand Arena, and I have tons of Relic 5 crews to try and shoot through. I have tons of General Huxes that have the Zeta by now, that just shut off all the turn meter stuff. It's just not a super nice environment, and God forbid if I walk into someone who's actually been farming Zori and then suddenly has 5-star resist or Relic 5 resistance across the board, and I just get smashed, which kind of sucks. So it's tough. I've been theory crafting a lot on alt accounts, but I'm definitely not giving up on this one. We are going to push through. Sure, we haven't even hit the 6-month mark yet, and I intend on getting at least that far before I evaluate where we're at and what we want to do. But I'm still having fun. At the end of the day, the teams that I'm building are teams that are fun to use. Mon Mothma is super fun to use, especially now that my Drogon is sort of catching up with the rest of the team. The Sanastaros team is the most fun I've ever had in the hot territory battles, just by the ability to just go in, stun the entire wave, then just do it over and over again the whole way through. Even when it got to the pretty high difficulty for where I'm at, she can kind of just breeze us the whole way through it. Just from the ability of her kit being so specifically anti-Empire. So it's just kind of been awesome. All the teams that I have, like the Radis team, just stacking exposes on you for hitting it. Bounty hunters have always been fun. My only sort of kind of regret in terms of farming is that obviously the end goal of having all the 7-star Inquisitors turning into the Grand Inquisitor and then Reva is very much still there. But I definitely may have underestimated the time it would take to get them to the level to get Grand Inquisitor, or at least very much overestimated how good they would be while I'm leveling, or while I'm sitting now. Like in Grand Arena, sometimes I can send in 3v3 at the minute, 5, 7 and 9, and they will take out a Jedi team, and yay, that's brilliant. But some Grand Arenas are just dead, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to have spent, because they were all, apart from Fifth Brother, hard node farms, so it took so much energy as I was leveling that I could have sank into characters that I'm now kind of playing catch up on. Like Mara Jade, I would have had Mon Mothma way at 7 stars way sooner. I'd have had Threepio and Chewie way higher right now. And it might have just been a sort of a misallocation of resources on my part. Like, I know it'll pay off eventually, so I'm sure it'll level out. But at the moment, there's a lot of situations where they feel like dead characters to me. And as much as I'd love to throw the Kairos into them and level them and make them more powerful and make them more useful, Kyle needs Kairos, Dash needs Kairos, Mando needs Kairos. Cornerstones of teams need Kairos more than they do. And if I build up that one character within a team of what's mostly cheaper characters, it makes a much bigger difference. Whereas if I sat down with Inquisitors, I'd have to slowly invest in one, then slowly invest in the next, and they wouldn't really feel that useful until they're all done. So it's a bit of a feels bad moment on my part, but you know what, we're staying the course for the moment. I think when we hit 6 months, we're going to have a sort of a reflection video on where we're at as a whole, and as my theory crafting on re-rolling on a new account becomes a little bit more focused and a little bit more planned, I may make a video on it, on my thought process towards starting a new account, possibly entirely free to play, and trying something different in terms of farming, maybe just breaking off from everybody's guides and just doing something of my own design. But if you're enjoying the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I try and reply to absolutely everybody. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.